This isn't a speech, it's some words on a piece of paper from someone that knew everything. I wrote this when I was 14, so of course, nothing to learn back then. I remember writing this quite clearly in maths class. I had an argument with my maths teacher because I finished my work and he wanted to give me more. I was like, no, I finished. So I wrote this. I'm not going to read it all, but I'm going to read parts of it. When I was 14, I was training with my uncle, who was by the door. He's in here. There he is. Dosed by Neil. He'd opened up the Hanua dojo. Must have been blue or purple belt at the time, I would imagine. I don't think I was writing my black belt speech, but I knew everything, so I probably was. I basically wrote about what martial arts was, not from a Kiaido's perspective, just from as a general. I've got quotes in here like, to me, martial arts isn't a sport. It's okay if it is for you, but that's not the way I see it. Got the difference between Jitsu and Do systems, why Kiaido is the best for me, not specifically the best for everyone. I repeat myself a lot in here. Those that I've taught will know I'll just go on tangents. I was doing that at 14 as well. Last quote in here. A martial art can be a lifelong journey, so decide which one you want to do and do it wisely. It turns out I knew nothing. If you make the wrong decision at 14, it doesn't matter. If you make the wrong decision at 36, it doesn't matter. There is no wrong decision. As you progress in life, as you progress in martial arts, you will make wrong decisions. And that's okay. A whole lot of quotes go through my head. One was, if you want to increase your success rate, double your failure rate. Fail more, you'll increase more. You'll increase your strength, you'll increase your stamina, you'll increase your being as a person. My black belt speech back in 2010 was about the guys in the white gis are the future of martial arts in New Zealand, are the future of Kiaido. I stand by that. That's one thing I do believe I got right even back then. Is each and every one of you that's graded today, that hasn't graded today, a key for the success of martial arts in New Zealand, the key for the success of Kiaido. And by you guys succeeding, we are stronger as a unit, and you become a decent person as well. So it's a win-win for everyone. If I go on tangents here, by the way, just a quick caveat, though Senpai Steve told me not to write a speech. 100% his fault. I was going to try and focus my energy, focus my thoughts onto a key point, then got told if you can't go and speak for 10 minutes, then what are you doing up there? So, Senpai Steve, much appreciated. There's a few people, such as Senpai Steve, such as Senpai Neil, that have truly guided me along the way, not just to this point, not just in martial arts. It's really important that I mention those guys because you can't be a good martial artist and not be a good person. They are one. I was fortunate enough to be at the Masters Summit last weekend. Congratulations again to Kiaido on your induction. Just being around those people, going to the dinner the night before, going to the summit. I've trained for 24 years. I run a club with Sensei Wendy, and to me, I felt like I was the new person walking into a dojo watching what was going on. Like, it's the more you succeed, the more you put yourself in the company of people that have already walked the path and beyond, the better you will become. So if you want any advice from me, it's just surround yourself by giants and surround yourself by the people that are in front of me now and learn from them and become good people. The martial arts will follow as well. All the inductees that were got inducted into the Hall of Fame had one thing in common. They've all come from a different style, but they were all very, very decent, good people. And I think as I'm getting older and I'm learning about what sort of martial artist I want to become, the moves that the other group that continuously hitting this boy in the nuts is secondary to becoming a good person. There's no point in coming out here and performing the best front kick that anyone's ever seen and then going and breaking into a car and driving off somewhere on your way home. But they don't match. But as you guys continue on your martial arts journey, senpais, daisenpais as well, and beyond, just keep that in mind. Just keep what's core to you, the values that you have in yourself. Use your martial arts for those values, but also the outside influence, use that for your martial arts as well. I do some training with the Army, and New Zealand Army has 3CI as kind of their core values. So it's commitment, comradeship, integrity, and courage. The balance and the similarities between those core systems and what we have in Kiaido intertwine so much. The courage to come out here by yourself and perform whatever it is yourself. Look at the video and see what it looked like.
Looks good.
You saw. Not just in the dojo, the courage to stand up for yourself, to stand up for your friends for what's right. The commitment that you show your community. You can be committed to yourself by going to training, but even as a blue belt, you've got orange belts that are now looking at you to help teach. No orange belts neither. You've got yellow belts looking at you to, cool, what do I do next? The commitment to your family around you. The comradeship speaks for itself in this room. I'm not an extroverted person, despite what you see. If you see me running around talking, it's because I'm trying to get out of my own head. Hence why I spent 10 minutes in the room instead of an hour, because I didn't want to be in there by myself. I'd rather perform poorly for Sandan grading, but support the people I've been training with the whole time. That's and what's key for me, which for the Harry Potter fans proves that I'm one and true Hufflepuff, is be integral to yourself, stick by your values. That doesn't mean going, I'm always right because these are my values. You can be integral to yourself and admit that you're wrong, and that's also okay. Thank yous, I guess, because I didn't want to do too many thank yous, because every time I look in a different direction, I have a story more than enough stories with DJ. Even like running into Sensei Chevy at work randomly when I'm working, she's like, hey Sensei, awesome, cool, community, right there. Wherever I look, I've got a story with most of the people in the room, which makes me into the person I am, not just the martial artist that I am. But I do need to say thank you to Kiyoshi. I know you guys are quite, yeah, it'll be fine, and it will be fine, but it's more fun when you guys are here. We will stride forward under Sam, we will thrive. We will also be on the doorstep of Australia going, I need to learn this. We've shown up here, so if you can't escape, only one little ocean. I know people in the UK, I'll get back in contact with them to track you down if you go further. But thank you to you both. Sam, your instruction, there's times to come down to Patmore and whatnot. I also need to say a special thank you to our instructor of the year, Joseph by Kieran. It's 100% down to you why the Mount Dogo is open. Your leadership, your inspiration, not just from yourself, but the students you have around you, shows the sort of person you are. He continues to remain to be the greatest man in Kiaido, and I am determined to not let that continue to happen. You deserve to be out here more than anyone I know. You're that sort of leader. I've taken time away from Kiaido, and you're the inspiration that I needed to come back in. So thank you very much. Sensei Wendy, you're right. So Sensei Wendy's just come back from the States 3 days later, got herself into a full contact fight with a broken rib, re-broke it, and then shows up on a Tuesday to help train and help me prepare for my stuff as well, as well as putting up with everything that you see at home. So thank you, everything. One last thing I do want to mention, just relating what I've learned in the Army to back to martial arts, is I'm in the logistics corps of the Army, and our motto is, by our actions we are known. With martial arts, that's more than prominent. If you've been talking about doing something, then go and talk about that in front of Richie Paul. Because he will make you do it. And go, yes, I can do, yeah, awesome. Okay, show me again. Now show me again. Close your eyes, now show me again. There's many instructors like that. I just mentioned Richie Paul because he scares me still. There's instructors in here that you're a little bit scared of. Exactly.
I just saw what you did to that guy over there.
He doesn't want kids anyway. It's okay to be a little bit scared of your instructors. It's important. I had the pleasure of having Shane come along to one of my classes and teach how the glue. It was amazing. Asked the question at the end, who's a little bit scared of Richie Shane? Everyone put their hand up. It's good to be a little bit scared of the people around you. When you see that fear, walk towards it. I'm not going to repeat the stuff from the black belt gradings last night, but you guys hit on the heads. Phenomenal grading, by the way, for all of you for this program. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Thank you to my dad. He passed away about 7 months ago. I thought I was ready. He didn't make it to my knee ungrading due to a back injury. He obviously didn't make it today. Lazy prick. Laying down somewhere. Yeah, thank you to him. Thank you to Robert, or my brother, coming today. I think my first grading you've come to. Picked a good one by myself, so. Obviously, by Senpai Neil, thank you again. And yeah, unless there's anything I've missed, by Senpai Steve. Right. Thank you to everyone here, and thank you for the opportunity today.